Just
Okay, so that was so this was 3rd of January, and this is 15th of January, and this is 19th of January. That is the 3rd one. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So are we okay with conciseness and clarity? Are we okay now? Are you?
yeah.
Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not making you too tired, am I?
No, never. The problem is I'm confused about the consistency and clarity. I can't find how can summarize in the best way my actual situation in the letter. Honestly, um,
Okay.
all of this you said to me, I didn't know, honestly. But about the consistency and clarity, I always think that it's a problem in my letter. I always know, but I can't do this better.
Okay. We will actually discuss that. What would be the balance and how you can write efficiently. But okay, what we need to do is basically to fully understand all of these, and therefore, and that would give you a good idea of what you need to do. Okay.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. So let's go to genre and style. Okay, and see what it means. Writing is clinical and factual, and it's appropriate to genre and reader. It means their discipline and knowledge. And technical language, abbreviations, and polite language are used appropriately for the document and recipient. Okay, well, lots of things. Clinical, factual, appropriate to genre reader, occasional minor inappropriacies, okay? And here, writing is at times inappropriate to the document or target reader. Over reliance on technical language and abbreviations may distract reader, okay? It means too many abbreviations and technical language distracting the reader. The writing shows inadequate understanding of the genre and target reader. So inadequate understanding, mis or overuse, inappropriate use or overuse of technical language or abbreviations, okay? Causes a strain for the reader. It means that the reader doesn't understand because of too many abbreviations, okay? Let's come down here. It's basically genre and style considers appropriate language and register and tone. What is register and tone?
I don't know.
No. Okay. Well, here we've got the explanation, and this is a very good explanation. Let's have a look at it. So if we come down here, we go to genre and style, and okay, we'll have a look at it. Referral letters and similar written handover documents need to show awareness of the genre by, okay, here, being written in clinical and factual manner, okay? And it means that not including personal feelings and judgments, okay?
Oh,
So it means not including, unfortunately, okay? And awareness of the target reader through using, so this awareness through using professional register and tone. What is that professional register and tone, which we will discuss in 1 minute. The use of abbreviations should not be overdone, not overdone, thereby assuming common prior knowledge. If written to a medical colleague in a similar discipline, then judicious use of abbreviations and technical terms would be entirely appropriate. Okie dokie. And right. So basically abbreviations can be used appropriately. If the medical colleague was in a totally different discipline, or a letter was from a specialist to a GP, more explanation and less shorthand would be desirable. Okay. So basically, if a specialist to GP, if it's a discharge summary, we tend to write less of the shorthand. If the target readership includes the patient, the information must be worded appropriately. It means no medical jargon. Okay? So, clinical, factual, professional, register, and tone. We need to know what those are. Clinical and factual, and register and tone. Okay. Clinical and factual language is actually descriptive. Register and tone means formal, register, and respectful. Now, a register of a language is the type of language. Is it formal, informal? Is it slang? Is it street language? Okay. Is it rap language? And or for example, the language that the teenagers speak is different from ours.
Yes. Right.
And this one is the tone. Is it respectful? Is it sarcastic? Is it supportive? Is it joking? Is it ridiculing, patronizing, etc., etc.? So that is the register and tone, which is easier than clinical and factual. So it means formal language, respectful. But what is clinical and factual? It's more descriptive rather than action or activity based or activity. Now, give you an example. We say there was we had something here. There was no remarkable finding, for example, or taking something from your letter. If we say
That's as I planned. It's doing something.
Okay, good.
Activity.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, we say there was bilateral, bibasal. He has been having. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Let's take this one, for example, and then that one as well. Okay. So if I say regarding his medical history, he has been having hypertension. Okay. Has been having means you keep having something. Okay. Right. So we can say he has a history. He has a history of hypertension, ischemic heart disease, and congestive cardiac failure. Okay. And okay. Okay. So basically, this is more descriptive. And we can say, if you want to definitely write this, you can say 1990, for example. So what I'm doing is, I say he has a history. Okay. So the other thing is, yeah, we say Lasix was increased from 40 to 80 milligrams once a day. Okay. So we can say I increased Lasix. I
Yeah.
increased his Lasix from 40 milligram to 80 milligram once a day. Okay. Instead of using this, we use a passive form. We say it's more descriptive because it's not important who increased it. What is important is that it was increased. Okay. So in a way, also we say um, he improved his he has improved his he has improved with his mobility and blah blah blah. His mobility
It's no
has
improved.
improved. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is we try to be to say there's less action here and actually more statements. Okay, and we try to be more descriptive. He was started on something. Okay, he was given an injection of or something. Okay, so or there is or there was bilateral bibasal crepitations. Okay, so basically we use there was, there is, or something like that. Okay, so that is the clinical and factual,
Well,
and this is register and tone, and non-judgmental language. Non-judgmental language. Right. Non-judgmental language we shouldn't use, unfortunately. We shouldn't use regrettably.
actually, I thought this is a very good actual word in the letter. Unfortunately, regrettably, I guess it's a good, but yes.
Yes, that comes from that 400-page notebook. Okay, that pamphlet, and but it actually it clearly says this is wrong and you shouldn't use that. It's judgmental language. And something else which is I have seen a lot is suffering. The patient is
Yes, suffering.
suffering, and the patient, and okay, instead of using the name of the patient. Also overweight, heavy smoker,
Yes.
and then binge drinker. Okay, so we shouldn't use these because these are judgmental language. Okay.
I I knew about the heavy smoker and binge drinker, but I didn't know about the unfortunately and regrettably suffering. I didn't know. Yeah.
Well,
But this is right. Yes, it's
well,
judgment.
I noted that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And so right. So instead of heavy smoker, so the patient, we actually need to use the name.
Or he,
Uh,
she.
use the name or who he or she. Overweight, his BMI is 28. Heavy smoker? No, he smokes 20 cigarettes. Binge drinker? He avoids alcohol during the week, but drinks 10 to 15 as the standard drinks over the weekend. Okay. Right. So that is basically non-judgmental language. Right. So judicious use of abbreviations and technical terms. Okay. What is judicious? Having, showing, or done with good judgment or sense. It means sensible. Okay. Sensible.
Yes.
Yep. So it comes from judiciary, yeah? Judicious? Have you, yeah? Judge?
Yeah.
It comes
Yes.
from...
Yes, Judge. Yes.
Okay. Judicious means with good judgment, okay? So abbreviations and technical language, that is medical jargon. Judiciously, okay? So we need to be careful with that when we use that, okay? Now, we're writing to a cardiologist. Is it an acceptable term to say ischemic heart disease to a cardiologist? Would they understand? Or MI?
Certainly, yes.
Yes. So there's no problem with the cardiologist because the cardiologist knows what ECG is. They know what BP is. They know what CCF is. Okay. So basically, we can use that for a consultant, but not overly. So if you write 40, 50 abbreviations, then it becomes very confusing. Okay. So does that answer your question now?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, good. So if we're writing to a nutritionist, we cannot say LMP. But if you're writing to a gynecologist, you can say LMP, okay? So if you're writing to an occupational therapist, okay? If to an occupational therapist, you can say range of movements, okay? Or to a physiotherapist. But you cannot say that to a nutritionist or to a lay person. Okay, so it depends on who you're writing to and is it okay or not. If you're not sure, for example, you say, if I write MS and I expect someone to understand, okay, it's very much dependent on the context. So I can say, well, the patient has MS, okay, with a rumbling, okay, but
yes, it's a mitral stenosis.
yes.
And if she or he has a problem in movement, it's multiple sclerosis.
Okay, okay. So if we are not sure, we just write it, okay?
Yeah.
And then you can use the abbreviation from that point on, okay? That's just like in academic writing. So if you don't know, so mitral stenosis, you need to write it, okay? And then you can use it from that part onwards, okay? So, and basically, there are some abbreviations that are not universally acceptable, and this is a very good example. So if we have abbreviations like this, like AF, for example, in England and in Australia, we say AF to atrial fibrillation. What do you say in America?
AF.
Yeah, you say AFib.
Fib.
Yes.
Sometimes they write A with not capital F.
Yeah, you say AFib, okay, and that's something again. So it is not universally acceptable. Okay, that's why they say don't use it. Okay, something else. CBC, FBC, FBE. What is that?
CBC. Yes, but FPE and FPE. I'm not sure what is it. It's full blood examine.
Full blood examination. Yes, that's the Australian version.
Yeah.
FBC is British, is full blood count. CBC is complete blood count. So basically, these are the things. DRE, PR.
I don't know what's the DRE. PR is pulse rate.
No, PRE.
I don't know.
Okay, digital rectal examination.
Oh.
This is perectal examination.
That's called in Iran the touche rectal.
Yep.
Yes.
In Iran we say TR. That's the okay. Okay. So if we are not sure, we don't use them.
Okay.
Judicious. Right. So that's about. And if you're writing, a specialist is writing to a GP, we want less of these, okay? Right. So, and basically, that is, thank you for seeing him. And is this formal language?
No, I honestly write it because it's a lot of word in my letter, and I want to short this. But I always I appreciate if you could see my patient or see Mr. Dan. I short the number of the word in my letter.
Okay. For more information. Feel free to contact me. Okay, this is like in newspaper, they say feel free to contact us if you need help with this, okay? Okay, today his condition was getting better. Okay, getting better. When I was doing O levels, and we had a teacher who said, if you write get in your writing, you will get you will get nothing. You will get just a D. And so, yes. So get. Sorry.
No. Is it not a good word for getting better or getting worse?
Okay. Okay. I ask you a question. How many words do you know with get?
Getting better. Get better, get worse, get married, get divorced,
Okay.
or something like this.
Also, get up, get in,
Get up,
get into, get over, get
yes.
off, get. Okay, right. And this is basically.
Lay language?
Yes, that is a slang, or that is lay language. Basically, it's for those who are not. The root is comes from the people who went well educated. They didn't know the proper word to use, and that's why they used this get. Okay. So نمیدونم تو فارسی شما دیدید یا نه، بعضیا نمیدونن چی باید بگن، میگن ها همه ایچی بکن، او هم اوجوری بکن، ایجوری بکن. ها that's the same thing. That means phrasal verbs. Okay.
Okay.
And so okay, get better means improve, means progress. Okay. Whenever you want to use the word get, look at there will be a verb which says that in a better way, and that is more formal. Okay, so get is not a formal word. Okay, get worse.
Yeah.
What is?
The get worse. Worsen. Yes.
Okay. So I'm tiring you out now. So sorry.
No, I'm not tired.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. And the next part is, I think that these are the most important. The most important parts are purpose, content, and then organization and layout. I think this is my opinion. Okay. But let's look at organization and layout. Organization and paragraphing are appropriate, logical, and clear. Okay. So, and key information is, do you remember this key information? We had it somewhere. It's highlighted. Subsections are well organized. The document is...
It's in the content.
Good. So we have seen this in the content, the key information. Yes, we had it here, key information. And now we have it here again, key information. So we have to find the key information there. And now what should we do with the key information now?